Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some strategies that will help you manage work-related stress. Work-related stress is now slowly recognized as a growing problem in workplaces around the world. It might seem like a personal problem and individual-based, but if it affects the well-being of the employee, it also affects the organization. We will all agree that to some extent, it is normal to be stressed at work due to heavy workload, expectations and deadlines. However, when you let this get the best of you, you'll rather become burned out and less productive. For most people, the work environment is a major source of stress. We spend most of the time in our lives at work, so taking steps to handle stress at work is not only important for your physical health but your mental and emotional health as well. Some people thrive in fast-paced jobs like nurses in the emergency room, police officers and air traffic controllers. These are high-level stress jobs that cannot afford any mistakes as it jeopardizes and puts people's safety on the line. Some level of stress is involved in all jobs and is realistic. Recognizing when it becomes a danger to your performance and well-being is just as important. Some of the causes of stress most people are likely to experience at some point in their work life are endless meetings, piles of paperwork, deadlines stacking up, an angry customer, low pay, conflict with boss or coworkers, constant changes in the work routine. Your response to the stress of the job also plays a part here. Every person has a different reaction to stress depending on their workplace environment and their personality. What you may identify as stress, another may see it as challenging. There are particular tactics one can apply to eradicate or make stress more manageable. It will help you find the right balance between your work and your life outside of it. Let's take a look at how stress affects your body. Your body's natural response to any stressor is a physical reaction known as a fight or flight response. It accelerates your heartbeat, you breathe faster and your muscles tense up as if gearing for impact. This reaction is also your general response to fear. This rush of adrenaline provides you with a boost to work overtime or long into the night to cope with your deadlines. Imagine being in a flight or fight response every day of the week. With time, this buildup of stress can lead to a psychological effect known as burnout. Burnouts exhaust you physically and mentally. Experiencing a burnout day in and out is bound to take its toll on you. How does stress affect your health? Mental health. Research says that chronic stress has a profound effect on your well-being. Most burnouts manifest themselves as symptoms of depression and anxiety. Both of these are dangerous precursors to further mental health complications. Another study stated that frequent and long-term exposure to work-related stressors often leads to anxiety and depressive disorders. Other symptoms include cognitive difficulties, pessimism and irritability. Physical health. As mentioned earlier, having your body in a constant state of flight or fight unsettles bodily systems, making it vulnerable to other diseases. A study states that repeated release of the stress hormone, cortisol, leads to disruptions in the immune system, further lead to the development of the cardiovascular disease, autoimmune disorders and dementia. Other physical symptoms can also include headaches, fatigue, muscular tension and insomnia. In worse cases, it can also manifest as dermatological and gastrointestinal disorders such as diarrhea. Behavioral health. Unhappy employee means unhappy organization. Burned out employees often don't perform their best. Their deteriorating mental health and long sleepless nights to cope with the workload make them cranky. They tend to snap back at coworkers, leading to conflict and further adding to the stress. Other symptoms also include disinterest, lack of focus and isolation. You have a choice to react in a healthy way to reduce work-related stress, so with all these means said, let's look at some techniques to manage or cope with work-related stress. It is always best to know coping mechanisms works best for you and how to implement them to deal with stress at work. These can put you in a positive state of mind and provide a breather from the stresses of work. 1. Make a to-do list. Write down all your tasks and their respective deadlines and divide each assignment over the course of days. Making a to-do list will also help you manage your time. Prioritizing tasks according to the due date will let you know which job can take a back seat for a while. Furthermore, it will help know when and how often to take breaks in between these schedules. This will enhance productivity. 2. Learn to say no. It is hard to say no sometimes, but you should learn to put your health first and not let your boss pile you up with work more than you can handle. Politely excuse yourself with statements similar to these: "With the current workload I have, I do not think I can manage more projects at the moment." 3. Make me time a routine. Take 10 to 15 minutes of your day to relax and meditate. Listen to some music or stare out the window. Shut down the noise in your brain and breathe. Taking time off to deep breathe and reflect can help reduces stress levels, increases attention span, controls anxiety, enhances self-awareness and improve overall productivity. 4. Eat healthfully. Make mindful food choices. As they say, you are what you eat. Avoid too much sugar and caffeine. Instead, invest in whole foods, vegetables and fruits. Furthermore, eating small portions throughout the day so your body can maintain an even sugar level. It will keep you focused and sharp. Starving yourself or improper meal portions can lead to low sugar levels. Lethargy, anxiousness and irritability are some effects of low sugar level. Using apps to journal your food journey will enable you make smarter and healthier food choices. 5. Keep it moving. Exercise is a serotonin boost, the happy hormone. Take time out of your schedule for some exercise. A 5-minute stroll at the park or a lap around the swimming pool after work will be a welcome breather. Rhythmic movement soothes your frayed nerves, while rigorous exercise such as aerobics relaxes your mind and body. These give energy and keep you focused. 30 minutes of exercise into your daily schedule will help you immensely in not letting the stress at work get to you. 6. Take a break. Spending hours on end behind a desk, being on the phone for hours, improper standing and sitting posture due to work takes a heavy toll on us and has damaging effects on our bones and muscles without us realizing it. Take a break, get up off your chair and stretch your muscles. Focus on the neck, back and shoulders. Experts show this reduces some of the pressure on your muscles and relaxes them, reducing stress. 7. Ask for help. Work overload can be hard to avoid sometimes. Therefore, it is okay to ask for help. It is natural to feel scared and vulnerable when you need to ask for help. Much often than not, people are always willing to offer help. All you need to do is to ask for help from coworkers. Most people often fail to ask for help but rather overburden themselves, and this is not the best way to deal with work overload. 8. Be realistic. Taking on a realistic amount of workload is one good way of managing stress at work. Do not commit to and take on extra work when you do not have the time and energy. Know your limits and know when to say no. 9. Talk to someone you trust. Confiding in someone you trust, either a coworker, friend or family member, and sharing your worries and your struggles can be a great way to relieve stress at work. For all you know, they might also be having a similar experience and they can share some useful coping mechanisms that they have used in the past to overcome work-related stress. 10. Lastly, make good use of resources in your work environment, such as relaxation rooms, discounted gyms, skill-building courses and on-site or virtual counseling services. Bottom line. Do not let stress get the best of you and try not to take on more than you can handle. Putting ourselves first in terms of health and mental well-being is essential. Remember, your health first. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video and wish to be informed of great health tips, kindly give it a thumbs up, comment, share and subscribe.